Hi everybody, Exile Guy here. And did you know that the United States has never, ever won a guerrilla war? That's because we don't know how to fight a guerrilla war. We know how to put massive armies in the field. We know how to use every high-tech weapon that could possibly be developed. We can bomb you with a man using hand controls in some desert in the United States to fly a drone over Pakistan to bomb some Al-Qaeda suspect. But we can't win a goddamn guerrilla war. The closest we've come is the American Revolution, when a portion of that war was fought as a guerrilla war, but without the money of the Dutch and the army and the navy of the French, we would never have gained our independence. We don't know how to fight a guerrilla war. And yet, constantly, throughout our history, we insist that we can do it. We spent all those years in Vietnam, and now we've spent all these years in Afghanistan. And it's time to get out. It's time to get the fuck out. They don't want us there. Their government, which we installed, we created the goddamn motherfucking government, wants us out. The people want us out. Their military wants us out. All their tribal chieftains and warlords want us the fuck out. We're interfering with their way of life, which they choose to maintain, and it's the same way of life that they've had since they didn't let Alexander the Great conquer them. It's the same way of motherfucking life that for 3 wars that they fought against the British before 1919, they didn't let the British conquer them. And the Russians were there for years and years and years, and they couldn't do it, and that's what brought down the fucking Soviet Union. Here we are, we've been in Afghanistan for over 10 years. We cannot beat these people. We don't even know who we're fighting. We have used every available weapon in our arsenal, but we don't know how to protect ourselves from some person who is so dedicated to our downfall that they are willing to strap a bomb on their chest and blow up a bunch of servicemen. You can't defend against that. These people don't want us there. Everybody who has gone there has lost. And what? And we're there. And we'll say we'll be out in a couple of years. And how many people are going to die in the meantime? And how much of our money, our resources, is going to disappear? Talk about the ultimate motherfucking money pit. Afghanistan, without us spending money to be in Afghanistan, our recession would be over by now. But because all of the excess cash and the money that we have to go and fucking borrow and pay high interest, all of that goes into Afghanistan. For what? We can't even stop them from growing opium. It's a crazy motherfucking place, and people are just at the end of their ropes. Ask Sergeant Robert Bales how he feels about motherfucking Afghanistan. Ask the people he served with. Ask his goddamn wife and kids who have to be in hiding now because he motherfucking snapped. There are 154,000 American and NATO troops in Afghanistan, and we can't fucking win. We will never win. It's time to get out. Now, I know there's a lot of testosterone in our government, and nobody's willing to admit that they've lost and have to get out. Well, fuck it. Why bother? Look, admit you won. We won. We killed bin Laden. It's over. Get the fuck out. These people don't want us there. Let them solve their own problems. And they'll do it the way they've always done it. There will be tribal chieftains and warlords and religious nuts, and they'll all have their own little area of control, and they'll dicker and they'll argue and they'll negotiate and they'll screw each other and they'll fight their little fights, and that's the way it goes there. That's the way they want it. If they didn't want it to be that way, it would be fucking Rhode Island. I'm Exile Guy, and I endorse this motherfucking message.